When we say we have police officers in blue uniform with branded vehicles who are working with hardcore criminals, people are saying we are exaggerating. While the politicians are chasing General Mkhonazi, we have got blue light police officers in full uniform and the Metro Police who are working with hardcore criminals, gangsters. There's a footage recently that has been released. I will post it, by the way, after this episode. There's a footage that has been publicized of police officers who were accompanied by criminals who actually stopped a G4S cash van. I'm not sure what the law says, but in my own opinion, if I have to apply my mind, why do you stop a cash van? Even if you are a police officer, why do you stop it? Police, they don't understand what exactly they are doing or they're supposed to be doing recently. There's two things that I don't think legally you should be doing as police officers. Stopping a cash in transit van and also a diplomatic vehicle. Those who understand these two things, maybe they can further clarify that. But I'm very much sure, because the diplomatic vehicle, that one, it's a separate matter. It's non-negotiable. You don't stop it. You rather, if maybe there's any issue, you rather maybe report it through the channels of diplomatic police division and all of that. I don't want to be too much in that. But this one of a cash van, I'm asking myself, are the police actually allowed to stop a CIT van? It doesn't make sense to me. But at the same time, we have come to accept that our country is becoming a gangster state. Police officers are working with criminals, hardcore criminals, people who are murderers, who commit robberies, they are working hand in hand with police. Let me tell you something, Squatter community. There's 80% of rotten police officers in the police system. The other day here, I mentioned that there's 1,500 police officers with criminal record. They are still reporting for duty. They are still rendering law enforcement services. On top of them having serious cases, murder, I'm talking about murder, I'm talking about robberies, I'm talking about theft, I'm talking about attempted murder, all those serious cases. There are police who are doing evil deeds, day in, day out. Day in, nothing makes them police officers. They are not law enforcers. They are just hardcore criminals who are wearing a police uniform. Now, recently on the internet, the video is circulating of broad daylight robbery. They take out the poor G4S guards. They're asking stupid questions. Show me your SIRA. Show me your license. Show me your whatever. Stupid, dumb police officers. Now they've been arrested now. Why would you look for a government job? You get a job. Working for a government is a calling. And I've said this many times. Even General Mkhonazi have made it clear that where he is now, it's a calling. It's no longer about getting a salary or what. So why would you look for a job, get a job, go for a training, and come back and work with criminals? What's in your head? The very same people that are going out there and killing people, they can also come and kill your family. They can also kill your family. Your life also is at a constant risk. But they are working with criminals. You can see on the footage, they stop the cash van. They come. And for those CIT officers, I don't understand. But if I was the driver working with my colleague, I would have at least, keep the door sealed, close the door. Why do you have to open a door to talk to someone? You are a CIT officer. Your life is constantly at risk. These people, they stop you. You don't know them. You don't know whether they own the police vehicle or what, but you decide to stop. You open the door to talk to them. The threat is 100% exposed. You expose yourself to a 100% threat. If these people, they were like they were criminal. They managed to overpower them, take their guns, disarm them, and take them to the other vehicle, which is not a police vehicle. It's not branded. The other BMW, and these people is a very well organized criminal syndicate. And we have many police officers. By the way, if I have to advise an average citizen in South Africa, when the police stops you, go to the nearest, push them to the nearest garage or to the nearest somewhere, the filling station somewhere, or the police station or somewhere, push them to a public spot where if they cause a sin, everybody will be able to see. If you stop on a freeway, the cars are just passing, then the risks are very high that these people, they can turn into criminals and take advantage of you, and no one will notice that. It's going to take a long time for people to come and notice that you have been robbed by the police. You know, people, when they see a marked police vehicle on a freeway stopping a car, no, they just ignore. Yes, it will never cross your mind under normal circumstances. But we have criminal police officers. Now you want to tell me that in South Africa, how are the citizens supposed to protect themselves when police officers themselves are criminals? And the police union, which is a useless organization, by the way, I don't actually, I don't appreciate these unions that we have, because they eat from the same plate with the same employers. So the police union is saying they are disappointed. No. They are disappointed, they are shocked, and all of them. No, we've got a lot of police officers who are protected by them just for them to get that monthly fee. They protect these police officers who are corrupt, and they remain in the system to continue with corruption. They continue with corruption. Corruption must never be tolerated. Must never be tolerated. And people who are doing their job to the best of their ability, they get to be victimized. Just like General Mkonas. Now, for the fact that if there was no camera, if now we are sitting here, there's no camera, we hear it's a hearsay that G4S, they were going to say, no, we are arresting them. No, they violated the why do you stop a cash van? Why? These people are constantly at a high risk. Their lives are at high risk. Now you want to expose them more to a risk. So the police now are criminals, literally. Not all of them, but 80% of police officers in our country are rotten. They are rotten. They are criminals. Don't trust them. Don't trust them. South Africa is turning into a chaotic kind of a country that you really need to own your own firearm. If you've got assets, if you've got things, you really need to own your firearm and pay the lawyers for your safety, because criminals have got more rights than the civilian people. So criminals can do as they please, and they go to court, they pay lawyers, and they come back. Have your own firearm for self-defense at your house if you have assets to protect. If you've got assets, it's definitely a must in South Africa now, because we are living with, number one, criminal police working with criminals, and we have so many undocumented illegal immigrants who are in our country, roaming the streets, cannot be employed, and they resort to committing crime. And they commit heinous crimes, very, very, very serious crimes. In Soshanguve recently, now they murdered, I think, 4 patrollers. Those people who are volunteering to patrol to make the area safe, they shot all of them. They shot 4 of them. 8 of them are still lying in hospital with injuries, and those people had even enough time to make some fire to burn those people. Imagine how cruel our country has become, just to send a strong message to threaten the community, so that if there's anyone who is thinking of becoming a patroller during the night, they stop. Where is our government here? We need the government intervention. Those people, they must be protected. Those people, they must be given training. Those people, they must get stipend. Those people must be taken care of. They must always have a backup of police. Police are just outnumbered. In South Africa, there's, in Gauteng only, the security officers in Gauteng, they can cover the whole South African police services. It means the number of the SAPS in the whole country is equal to the number of security officers just in Gauteng. Just in Gauteng, one province covers, the whole of South African police service. So they are very much outnumbered. And again, there's corrupt police. Imagine broad daylight stopping a cash van and robbing them, taking their firearms, putting them in a car which is not branded and leaving with them. And you see this guy who's wearing a mask, who's getting into the driver's seat, trying to drive that CIT vehicle. Imagine people are gambling with jobs when we've got so many young people who are unemployed. Now, what should we do now? Must we just dance and say, no, it's a Christmas again, it's a holiday, we are just waiting for Freedom Day and whatever, Human Rights Day, and then we must dance and say, no, this is freedom. This is the kind of democracy we wanted? Really? So, it raises so many questions. It raises so many concerns. Are we really safe in South Africa? Let me tell you, squatters, the only people who are safe in South Africa are the politicians, the middle class. Politicians. The rest, we are not safe. Politicians and business people. Remember, you need to pay for your safety. You need to pay. You need to spend a lot of money for your safety. You need security. You need to install security alarm system. You need to install CCTVs at your house. You need to, you need to spend a lot of money fighting crime in your territory. In your territory. And when you leave your house, Dr. Masbonel, you'll make a plan there. If they come, you must be ready for them. You must be ready for them. That's why I get so worried and also shocked when I see someone going to a club, drink, and drive at night while they are drunk. It's not safe. We are living in a country where everyone is just evil. People are evil. So we need to be on high alert, sober 24 hours. You need to make sure that you look after yourself. You check your six. You watch your six. Who's coming from which direction? Doing what? We are all also scared. Even at our houses, we are not safe. At our houses, where we should be sleeping, resting, and just dreaming. Just dreaming. You are not safe. You sleep with one eye open, so that listening that if there's any funny noise, then you wake up. We are no longer safe. Completely not safe. What are we supposed to do, South Africa? What is the government doing with this? And there's too many corrupt police officers. But this is not one of a kind. I remember there was this other case that this lady said the police volunteered to give her a lift, and all of a sudden they took a turn into the bushes and raped her. The police officers in full uniform with a branded car, they commit crime unashamedly so, broad daylight. What are we supposed to do? Where must we go? It's, these days recently, we feel very reluctant when you're supposed to report a crime to the police. The police are useless. They don't investigate. The cases are piling, everything. I'm not trying to be funny. The fact of the matter is that the police are just overwhelmed. They can't function. But we've got our government here, which is claiming to represent the people, but they are not delivering any service. The ANC has never built even an infrastructure. They are renting everything, building, government buildings. They are renting. Privatization of Thabo Mbeki. Thabo Mbeki came and introduced nonsense. Now we are sitting with the nonsense that he introduced, and he's sitting there comfortably. So it's worrisome. It's worrisome. This these issues have been going on for the longest time. They didn't start now. And these politicians, they saw that this is going to be an issue, but they kept quiet. Now, everything was fine because they've got a convoy, they've got access to everything, they go to gala dinners, and their kids are attending schooling overseas and all of this. So they are comfortable. These problems don't affect them. Crime doesn't affect politicians. It only affects poor people who are on the ground. So what is that? While they are chasing General Mkonas, the police are committing crime. The police are now, they are swimming in crime. They are robbing CIT vans now, unashamedly so. South Africa. So is this what we really wanted when we talk about democracy? Is this exactly what we wanted? It's worrisome. Where are we going as a country? It's so funny. And I think as citizens, we are not angry enough to confront these issues. I'm saying more than 1,500 police officers have got criminal records, but they are still reporting for duty every day. No one is saying anything about it. I don't know. Maybe we'll become a better country. Maybe we are going deeper into a shallow grave. What do you say, squatters? Thank you for watching my content. Let's keep engaging. And those who have not subscribed, please subscribe. It's for free. Just log in and subscribe. And like, click that notification bell when I drop the content. You happen to be the first and get it fresh. Thank you, South Africa.
So where's your permit for to get your firearm?
Yeah, we're using a book. A book?
A book?
Yeah.
You need to have a common book.
Yeah, we're using a book. They don't need to.
Because me, I have a permit for getting a firearm.
Yeah.
Where's yours?
Where's the gun? Where's the gun? Shoot me. Let's go. Come. Come on up.